Welcome to my studio. This is Fluid Arts by Cole. Today we do a blowout. The paints that I'm using are Creative Inspirations Pearl. Note the consistency. Next is Cadmium Yellow by Creative Inspirations. Cadmium Orange Deep by Creative Inspirations, leaving just a slight trace. Next is Copper by Lucas. Then comes Crimson Red from Amsterdam. The base that I'm using is Valspar Interior Satin Bright White, mixed 50-50 with my pouring medium, which I'll explain below in the comments. We make up a complete thin layer and torch it off. And we're ready to begin. Taking each one of the colors, making a giant arc from the middle out. One color next to the other. Starting out first with copper, then orange. Then became yellow. The last one was crimson. Here I'm pouring a small amount of white base around to make the blowout easier. And the last thing that I add is my cell activator, which consists of black Amsterdam and Floetrol. Now begins the fun. After a brief torch out, take care of the bubbles. We will start with the actual blow. My hairdryer is a mini. The setting is on high. Here I'm blowing out each segment one at a time. Not paying too many attention at this point in time how many petals that I'll have. Normally there's 6 or 7. At this point in the blowout, I was not completely satisfied with the crimson coverage and decided that we would add a small amount more and continue with the blowout process. Here I'm added some crimson red in small puddles at the base of each one of the flower petals. Taking my small we prepared to do a blowout, but before doing so, I wrecked some of these designs so that we'll better see the petals in the final version. And here I began to blow out the petals again, carrying the red over the other quieter colors. There was some air bubbles that were showing on the surface, so I torched it out and then begin back to perfect the design. Here I am pouring crimson into a couple of small puddles on the upper left quadrant, and then immediately blowing them out. Oh, much, much better. The flower is beginning to take shape. Now we are taking care of the right upper quadrant, then adding a small amount to the bottom, where I completed the blowout of red over the existing colors. After this procedure, we began to wreck again so that I would have the petals more distinct. This is a small flyover of the completed piece that shows some of the beautiful detail. The cell structure was magnificent. The center of the picture, quite exciting. When it dries down, the copper will just absolutely glow and sparkle. So here's the finished piece. This is a close-up of the center. And here is the completed piece.